Okay, so I went and saw Sinners this weekend, and something that I was talking to my friend about who saw it, but I don't really know if like anybody else has really mentioned it in terms of the mid credit scene or whatever. And she was like telling me how like the different parts she got really emotional at, and I was telling her how like the mid credit scene for me was very emotional because like the movie's so like anxiety driven for someone who doesn't like horror movies. So like the first half of the movie I'm like anticipating like the scary stuff, and then once the scary stuff starts happening, it's like it doesn't stop until the movie's over. So I didn't really have a lot of time to like focus on like my emotions because I was just in a sense of panic, like not panic, but like I was just so like on the edge of my seat the whole time that I really couldn't deal with the like mushy gushy stuff at that time. But by the time the mid credit scene came around, I was able to like calm down or whatever and really start processing what I had just witnessed. And it was really emotional when you think about like Sammy and Stack talking about how that was the best day of their lives before obviously the sun went down, and like how like Stack that was the last time he saw the sun. And I was telling my friend how like that specifically hit home for me because earlier in the movie we saw when Smoke and Stack were arguing about whether or not to have it be a grand opening, or just like a little like sneak peek, whatever. And he mentioned like, look at the sky, like it's a great night for a grand opening. And like, so he's already like has that connection with like just like nature and the sky, and like being grateful and having those moments of like looking beyond yourself and your circumstances. And so to like reflect on the fact that he doesn't get to have those moments anymore, especially when he was like the more lighthearted of the twins, was really emotional. And like just seeing like, you know, that was the last time he saw his brother, and like you've lived a long time now and that's still the peak of your existence, like brings it all back to the question of like, ultimately, is it worth it? Was it worth it? And like the things we may think we want or need, and in hindsight they're not necessarily the things that are necessary or what you want. Or like when you look back and like those little simple moments and what you took for granted. And yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was really emotional, and like it had me thinking for a hot minute, that mid-credit scene. But yeah, everyone go see Sinners. That movie is tea.